Family Support Services of North Florida is celebrating National Social Work Month all month long. Social work is one of the fastest growing professions in the U.S., and many are facing challenges during the pandemic. There is a shortage of workers in schools and resources to help students. Joining me now is Michelle from Family Support Services of North Florida. And Michelle, why is there a shortage?
Good morning. I think one of the things that we find when we're looking at a shortage is it's a tough field. It's not necessarily a field where you can go in at 9 o'clock and you're done by 5 o'clock. So there's a high likelihood for burnout. So it's a tough job when you're working with children and families day in and day out. A lot of the times when people are going into this field, it's not something that you're going into for income, you're going into it for outcome, and you don't necessarily see an outcome within 24 hours. You've got to be able to be in it for the long haul. So a lot of times we see burnout in this field, which means if we're losing workers, we have to be able to replace them.
And this month is National Social Work Month. Why is it important to celebrate this?
It's critical that we be able to celebrate these people that are putting their career out there to be able to help not only children but families who are in such need for services. So the Social Work Month is really an opportunity to recognize professionals and celebrate their essential role to our community, from things that they do for civil rights and workers' rights and mental health, but for our situation, mainly for child advocacy and making sure that children and families have what they need to be productive.
And elaborating a little bit off of that, for people who aren't familiar, tell us about the specific work that social service professionals in our community are doing day in and day out.
So for those of us that are within Family Support Services and our partner agencies, our focus is to work with children and families who have come under the umbrella of the foster care system. So a lot of times these children and families have had experiences with abuse, abandonment, and neglect. So our focus is to make sure that they have the opportunity to either remain in their home with wraparound services to make sure that they're safe in that home environment, or if they are having to come out of that biological home, that they have the services that are available to them so that they can be reunified with their biological family as quickly as possible. So it could be anything from mental health services, substance abuse services, parenting, whatever it is that is going to strengthen that family unit so that those children can be reunited with their family as quickly as possible when it is safe for them to be able to do that.
What is the best way for the community to support these individuals in their work?
One of the easiest ways and quickest ways is say thank you. If you are involved with the social services field, if you have caseworkers or therapists or clinical social workers who are involved in your family's lives, just say thank you. Being cognizant of the fact that there is a need for social work in our community and recognizing that there's a need is helpful. Volunteer if you have time and a willingness to help. You can look for opportunities. You can visit our website at www.fssjax.org. We are always looking for folks who are willing to help our kids and our families. Really, just anything that you can do to just stop and be appreciative of not only your own family, but those that are trying to work to provide a better lives for our kids and our families in our community.
Great, Michelle, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.